Hi, I'm Ben and welcome to my restaurant. Here at Ben's we believe it's important to understand what you're eating and where it comes from, and for that reason we specialise in using local produce. We source as much of our menu as possible from small Suffolk producers. That includes meat, fruit, vegetables, eggs, cheese, bread and drinks. Slowly I'm going to introduce you to as many of our Suffolk producers as I can, taking you to their farm, talking about their products and showing you the journey from farm to fork. For those of you who don't know, we have our own small farm where we produce pork and lamb for the restaurant, and I thought where better to start the series than on our own farm where the whole journey began. So we're going to take you through Ben's Bangers from farm to fork and also introduce you to our lamb and a little bit more about our farm. So this is where it all started about a few years ago. I just had a couple of pigs and a couple of sheep. Now we have 5 breeding sows, 3 of which are the rare breed Oxford Sandy and Black that you see here. This is our resident boar, Jeff, and one of our sows. She'll be in here for around 4 to 5 weeks, and that's because pigs have a season every 21 days, as it gives him 2 chances to work his magic, get the job done, and then hopefully 3 months, 3 weeks and 3 days later, we have a nice healthy litter of piglets. So if all goes to plan, as I said, 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days later, we separate the sow off a couple of days before they're due, but then we get an arrival of these little guys. They're all born in these outdoor pens, access to shed and access to the outdoors from day one, so they can come in and out as they please. They stay with their mum for around 8 or 9 weeks till they're weaned, and then we separate them, depending on the size of the litter, into various groups in other outside paddocks. So these guys are about 4 months old and we keep them from anywhere from 7 to 12 months. Most commercial breeds will go off at around 5-6 months, but we found by keeping them a little bit longer, they grow slower, they develop a much deeper flavour. So there's no real downside to it for us. Some people think it's sad seeing the animals where the meat comes from, but I mean, these are beautiful creatures, and if we didn't eat them, if we didn't breed from them, there'd be no use for them. So it's quite nice to see where food comes from and know that by eating it, we're actually helping reintroduce and increase the number of these rare breed pigs. Once they hit a sufficient weight and to provide a decent amount of pork, we load them up on a trailer on a Monday morning, and then we take them to our small family-run abattoir and butcher in Long Melford. So as well as pork, we do rear our own lamb. We use Jacob's sheep, which is a native breed, dates back to the Old Testament, the book of Genesis, so it goes way back. They're usually lamb twins, but we've had quite a few sets of triplets. We get the odd single, but it's a good lambing success and they're good mothers. We do have most of our sheep out grazing in Norton, next village along to us, but we bring them back here to lamb for shelter. We can keep an eye on them, see how they're doing, and then in a few days, these guys will go back out to graze until they're ready for the table. After a week or two, the ewes and the lambs will come back out to this field to graze. Most of these are not in lamb because they're last year's lambs, so they'll go to the ram in November, and we should have 17 ewes ready to breed in November. So here we are at Roos & Son, Long Melford. This is one of the few small-scale family-run abattoirs left, and they're also a traditional butcher shop established in 1860, so they've been here for a while and they know what they're doing, and they're very good at it. The reason we use this place and the reason that we love it is because it's calm for the animals. We come at around 6 o'clock on a Monday morning, and then the animals are dispatched almost instantly, so there's no stress for them and they're butchered on site, so it really does minimise food miles. So here we are at Roos & Son. This is butcher Steve, and he's going to tell us what makes a good pig. So Steve, can you talk us through what we look for when you do get a pig in, and what's the best way to butcher?
So the best pig of all is getting it at the right age. Once it hits gestation, the second stage of gestation is the sticking over of fat. It takes on a bigger layer of fat and it's secondary outside. And that's when you start raw fat colour.
Is that around 5-6 months?
Yeah, at 6 months, 6 months gestation, and then they start taking on fat. So the bigger the pig, obviously the older the pig, the more fat it's going to contain.
So Lewis is responsible for making most of the sausages here that go through the butchery, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah.
So if you can tell us what goes into a good sausage and how you make it, how does the process work?
So we use mainly sort of pork shoulder. So you've got a good bit of fat in there as well. And then we use a bit of seasoning, some rusk, water, obviously.
So we get a lot of comments about the skins, because obviously skins are quite important with sausages and you tend to be quite thin. So it seals the flavour, but they're nice delicate sausages. What is important when you look at skins?
They're just a high quality. A lot of people go for cheaper skin, but they're like a high quality hog skin.
So it's just
The same.
pay a little bit more,
Yeah.
get a better
Get
quality.
what you pay for, yeah.
So Ben's Bangers, from farm to fork in under 35 miles. I hope you've enjoyed our first video, and you can look forward to meeting many more of our producers and following the journey of their products from farm to fork. Thank you for watching, and come try Ben's.